Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. I'm your host Rob. This video we're going to do our rewind review of Marvel Phase 1, The Avengers. Okay guys, welcome back. So first of all, I know I said I was going to do this video on Tuesday. Tuesday was a very hectic day. I had a couple of rush orders for computers and I was very busy. And also I thought I was going to have to do Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but it turns out I don't. Turns out last week that was the episode, that was the mid-season finale, so I'll have to wait till I think January 7th, so 2 weeks maybe until I get to see that next episode. So The Avengers. Let's face it, this is probably one of the best superhero movies of all time. I mean, you take these famous characters from back in the 50s that have just have continued to have success going into our current times. And so basically what you're doing is you're pleasing a very large audience, and that's why it had a lot of success. The story was very, basic. There's nothing crazy about the story. Coulson's death was probably the most shocking part and a very good part of the movie because I don't think anybody saw that coming. The Hulk fighting Thor was a phenomenal scene on the helicarrier. I really would have liked to have seen Captain America get involved in that fight between Thor and Iron Man. I think a three-way between them would have been pretty awesome. But I mean, this movie, a lot of people say, oh, well, you got the X-Men was one of the first collaboration of heroes. If the X-Men had been smart, if Fox had been smart, what they should have done was take the original X-Men, Beast, Jean Grey, Cyclops, and I think it was Angel, and then Professor X, and then build on that and bring Wolverine later. As much as I love the X-Men, I think that would have been a little bit more effective because people would have been waiting, in the anticipation for Wolverine to show up would have I think benefited this series. But you see, with this one, it's a little different because when you think of the X-Men, you already think of a collaborative team. Where the Avengers, everybody knows that they all started off solo. Captain America started solo, Iron Man, Thor, the Hulk. So people know they started solo. They had their own solo films, each film tied together, and that was just very clever. Now there's certain things that the Marvel Phase 1 series has made now almost a daily, not daily, but a standard in cinema. You're going to see mid-credit or end-credit scenes all the time now. They have just made that the thing for people to stay in the theater and watch. Now, you saw Pacific Rim did it, Spider-Man did it. It's gonna be I know we're gonna see it in Godzilla next year. I just have this gut feeling we're gonna see that. I think that's going to be the standard now in cinema for big blockbuster movies that want to have a series. So The Avengers was a very fun movie. Looking back at it now, yes, you can see a lot of flaws. You can see a lot of plot holes. You can see a lot of question marks. But this movie wasn't meant to do that or to entertain your brain so much. It was meant to give people what they've wanted, for some people, for many years, which is to take your favorite superhero and put him on the team that you grew up with. My father is a prime example of this. My father is a huge Captain America fan. He had droves and droves of Captain America comics along with Avenger comics, and I can tell you right now, he loves the Avengers. And my father is, in his late 50s. So, for him, it was a dream come true. For men my age, a dream come true. And then even for men younger than me, young men, a dream come true. And that's why this movie made so much bank. But the movie in and of itself was very entertaining. I think Mark Ruffalo's Hulk, so far to me, is the best Hulk. And the Hulk stole the show in this movie. Even though you didn't see him very much, when you saw him, it counted. I think there was more with Mark's Bruce. To me, I just felt more connected to him, more than I did Norton and Banner. And it's not to say that Edward Norton is a bad actor, because I actually love Edward Norton very much. He's had tons of movies that I love, like, you know, Fight Club is one of my favorites. American History X is just the bomb right there. That's one of his best movies as well. And he's had tons of good movies. It's just my personal opinion. I feel more connected with Mark's version of the Hulk. Now, all the other characters, obviously, you know, Iron Man being is supposedly is the biggest, most successful character of the four, but I mean of the of the four out of all of them. I think the only things that disappointed me in the movie, I would have loved to have seen Hawkeye in his outfit. I guess when I think about it, that might have looked a little bit corny, but I mean, I personally would have preferred to see him in his outfit, not a very light purple vest. I gotta be honest too, I could have done without ScarJo. As much as I love her, I think she's hot, and I think she takes the role very seriously. I could have just done without her, but she's part of S.H.I.E.L.D., so you're gonna say I'm actually looking forward to seeing her more in Captain America: The Winter Soldier than I actually enjoy rather than seeing her in another Avenger movie or even seeing her too much of her in this one. Tom Hiddleston, you can just tell this guy enjoys playing Loki. I enjoy him as Loki every time. I don't think I'll ever get tired of seeing him play that role. He does such a fabulous job. But the movie, you know, a lot of people criticize the movie, you know, because, like, again, the plot holes, this, that. But in my opinion, this movie wasn't supposed to be about. This movie was for the fans. Let's get your favorite superheroes together. Let's have them blow up New York, fight one of the biggest villains in the Avengers universe, and that's it. You know, plot and everything aside, let's give them that. And there was just some awesome scenes when the Hulk punches that big alien monster and knocks it out. I love the scene when Iron Man flies down and he starts helping Captain America fight off the Chitauri, and he throws his repulsor beam at his shield and he kind of splits. And I mean, stuff like that is just, that's the stuff that gives you goosebumps. It's the kind of stuff that just makes you like, yeah, that's how I've always pictured it. It was such a fun movie to watch, and that's what it comes down to. And you know what? If you're gonna make a movie like this, it better be fun, because yes, there were some questionable storylines and some pretty cheesy parts, but you can look past all that because the movie was just so much fun. And you know what? I can't wait to see the Age of Ultron. I think it's going to be. I think that one's going to be great. I think it's probably going to be a little bit more serious in tone. James Spader is a phenomenal actor. Back on the ODT, I did a little video about him being casted as Ultron. And if you don't know who James Spader is, go look him up. But he's, you know, been in a lot of content. He's been in Boston Legal. He's got another show now called, I think it's called The Blacklist, but I'm not 100% sure. But he's a great actor. He's a very, very good actor. I think he's going to do a good job. Every time he's played a villain, he's just done it so well. If you've never seen Wolf, starring Jack Nicholson and him, there's a good example of him playing a villain. Go check it out. But overall, Avengers was a very excellent ending to the Marvel Phase 1 series. I think a very, very successful run for Marvel Studios and Disney. And the thing of it is that now they've kind of set the tone and set the standard for how to do these things, because now we see everybody duplicating them. So that's pretty much my review on the Avengers. I mean, there's really not much to say because everyone has seen it. And I think most people would agree that it was a very fun movie to watch. Yes, it has its flaws. It's an action movie with superheroes. What we want to see is the superheroes getting together and kicking butt, and everything else is second. That's my opinion. So anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Very much want to know what you guys feel, or how you feel about the Phase 1 Avengers, and if you're looking forward to Avengers Age of Ultron. I'll see you next video.